Hi Cancer, welcome to Lux Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for, the month of October, okay? So let's get into it for you. What have we got coming for our Cancerians? What is coming for the month of October for Cancerians? To that. Don't mind me, Cancer. I'm just bumbling away here. Get into it into a second. Okay, so this is just my own version of the Celtic Cross, but it's just obviously a very minimised version and just one that works for me in the time frame that I'm allocating for these readings. So let's have a little look. So this for me is going to be the energy of the month of October for you, which is lovely because it's the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, really, really positive card. It's self-sufficiency. It's having everything that you need. I'm feeling quite content, really. You're in a good position for the month of October, even though it may not seem like it is now. Let's have a look and see what's been going on in the past. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, although this is a general reading, obviously it can pertain to romance and it can pertain to love. And obviously, if it does, then I'm obliged to read it in that context. However, you may find that it resonates more in terms of a work environment or a work scenario as opposed to actually being relevant to love. But I'm going to read it as a seer, as the reader. So let's get into it. So great, yeah, like you were saying, Nine of Pentacles, you're in a really solid position, you know, I mean, Nine of Pentacles, you've got everything there, you're one away from the 10, but it looks to me that you're fairly content. In terms of an energy for October, you're going to be fairly content with everything you've got. You've got what you need, basically. It's like that mini Empress card, isn't it, the Nine of Pentacles, you know, you've got, you know, everything around you, you're abundant, you know, nature, there's a tranquility to it. It's just a really good position to be in for October, which is fantastic given the current climate of everything that's going on in the world. Okay, so at the core of the issue, we've got the Lovers. So there could be some kind of decision that, you know, you've either decided to make or that's posed to you, essentially. But, you know, if you're in this kind of energy, you can certainly take your time about making any form of decision, I would say. Now, what's causing a slight blockage, funny enough, we were speaking about the Empress, is actually the Empress. So it could just be that you are so damn happy in this energy for October that you're not looking to make any kind of decision in relation to love or business partnership, you know. But like I say, I'm feeling the tone more of a romantic, you know, kind of romantic energy. So yeah, what you've got here as a mini blockage is just the Empress. But, you know, what a blockage to get. You know, it's a fantastic energy to have. You know, you're obviously quite content. I mean, both the females in this card, you know, that's a minor version of that. You know, there's total contentment. You know, there's no need or necessarily a desire for anything. So I would say that there's probably no great desire to make a decision. If someone's waiting on you to make a decision or a choice of two, it's definitely not. And incidentally, could be Gemini. I would say that you're probably in no rush to do so, and that's fantastic. It's what an energy to have. In the past, you know, you've definitely reaped what you've sown. You've waited patiently. You know, the 7 to go to the 9. You know, you've basically, you know, in the month of October, you've moved forward from the 7 to you graduated to the 9. So I see this definitely as having acquired what you need. You know, you've basically planted your seeds, you've watched them grow, and you've waited patiently. You've been super patient in the past. Immediate future, we have got the 3 of Pentacles, which is generally a work card for me, but obviously it can relate in the context of romance as well. So it may be that whatever this decision is regarding even status, you know, relationship status, which could be subject to change in October for you, you know, you taking your time making this decision, being wise about it, as the Empress is, you know, she rushes for no one. It could be that you then therefore decide to work, you know, on your relationship, on your, you know, your partnerships. It could be that you decide to actually move forward and take that, the person on, or take the situation on. But Three of Pentacles ultimately it's a brilliant card. It's a good card. It's your work's being admired, whether that's in a relationship or whether that's in a relationship in terms of context for romantic partnership as well. It is applicable. Okay, so hopes and fears, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. I love this card. Fantastic card. The hopes here is that obviously this is going to blossom into something fantastic. I mean, it's an initial card because it's an ace, but look at the size of the Ace of Pentacle. It's a massive opportunity. It's a great opportunity, and it's a blessing. And if you're hoping for that, then obviously you're going basically from one blessing, which it is, to be in that kind of energy. Definitely you're moving forward to something that's fantastic, that's going to promise, it's gonna bear fruit. Basically, I always see the Ace of Pentacles as like fruit bearing in a lot of ways. Although people say, oh, it's only the ace and you've got the rest of the suit to go through, for me the Ace of Pentacles is so promising. I just seldom see it failing, really, to be honest, providing that you keep this energy about you, Cancer, for this month. But it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have. Definitely a wonderful card to get. In terms of advice, we do have the Seven of Swords, okay? So this could be really saying, don't be playing underhanded, don't keep your thoughts to yourself. It's interesting, really, because I tend to view Cancerians as very closed off. If they're unsure about something, they tend to kind of clam up a little bit. And I find that some of us, those who maybe are less compatible with Cancerians, tend to look at that as underhandedness. Really, it's just something about the water signs. I'm not slagging you off, I'm not saying anything negative about you, but you could do it with a very genuine heart, just wanting to protect yourself, or whether it's your mental energy or your physical energy, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes keeping key information to yourself, if you decide to take up a partnership of some sort, whether it be of a romantic nature or a work nature, it can come across as underhanded, and really, you're keeping your thoughts to yourself, but perhaps it's best not to. It might be best to be more open and honest. However, it could well be deemed a defense mechanism, and the reason I'm saying that is that for an outcome, you've got the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is options, okay? So you're going to have options. Now, if you do decide that you want to play this in order, and obviously this is a romantic context, I'm reading this, if you do want to keep your thoughts to yourself and your wisdom, it could be that as an outcome you garner more kind of prospects, and you garner more options. Maybe you're happy in this energy because this is your overall energy for the month of October. So that being said, if this is for the whole over, you're happy in this energy, which is fine, because like I say, it's the mini Empress, it's good for you, it's what works for you. You don't want to perhaps be making that decision, and that's why the Empress is presenting itself as a minor blockage, because essentially maybe it's a necessary blockage. You want to keep that energy. However, you want to also be open to offers, and you want to be open to potential, but perhaps by playing your cards close to your chest, on the other hand, that you're keeping these options available to yourself, and that's pretty much what your outcome is going to be for the month of October. So you can apply this in whatever context that you wish, but it seems to me that you're going to have a damn good month, Cancer. It's really good. It's a good energy to be in, and it's even better that it's supported by the Empress. What I will say is that you're gonna keep your options open, but just be careful with doing that. Especially if there is somebody who's trumping the rest. You want to be careful how you're actually appearing and how you're coming across. I would say that as a minor warning, but essentially you've got nothing to worry about because you've got the Nine of Pentacles. It's a brilliant month here by the looks of it, Cancer, and I hope you have an excellent month as well. If you want to get in touch with me or you want a private reading, then obviously my details are on the basic info and on the actual in the description box. So I hope this all pans out for you really, really well, and I'll be doing love reading soon, so I'll be back about. But otherwise, have a great and safe October. Bye.